just in my head right now. I'm just in my head right now. I'm just in my head right now. Yeah, I'm just in my head right now. Why is it that I'm not sleeping? All my darkest thoughts are creeping. Try to keep them out, they're seeping. Drowning in my doubt and sinking. I don't wanna be that guy who always let you down when you want to fly. I don't wanna act so shy, but my mind told me down. I don't know who I am. I don't know who I am. Yeah. I'm just in my head right now. I'm just in my head right now. I'm just in my head right now. Yeah, I'm just in my head right now. Lately I'm counting mistakes, tally them up till I break. Now I drive shouting at lakes until we collide with no brakes. Underwater, everything goes darker. They won't find me, never left a marker. Rest in peace, though we never met his daughter. Won't ask for forgiveness cause he failed to be a father. I don't really know what's going on in my head. If I try to clarify, you'll think I'm already dead. So you'll rise, I stare out, I'm feeling hollow instead. And then the darkness within begins to swallow my wind. I begin a new sin by taking blows to the chin. Another way to hide inside myself, projecting within. So now protecting my thin mental inspection so dim. I let them see the positivity I made up for them. Yeah, put a smile on to protect my friends.
Hello, welcome to a little stream of stream-like streamy proportions. So Gatsby did a stream where he was addressing YouTube rap drama. I think more of Gatsby's crowd is into the YouTube rap drama than my crowd, but I figured I'd talk about it too, since some people sometimes put me in that circle of conversation, and I'd rock with a lot of the people. We're probably going to take this a different direction than sticking strictly to all the drama and kind of go into my mind's view of it as an insane person. But the backstory to the drama this time is that Crypt made a rapper tier list, and then rappers who were not included in the tier list, got all butthurt, which is what happens. But for some reason, the butthurt thing was like met with extra resistance this time around. Like, it just caused a huge Twitter shitstorm. Like, everyone getting pissed about Crypt including or not including certain people. Like, it's all a bunch of nothing. But apparently the drama boiled to a new level when screenshots were taken from a group conversation of people who generally fuck with Crypt, talking smack about Crypt behind his back, right? Not just it evolved beyond the fuck your list, I should have been on the list, and went into apparently insulting the man and his intentions and calling him a dude that's only rocking with the popular people and all this other shit that's the opposite of Crypt. So how it gets from point A to point B is always a fun mystery. Point A makes sense. You're not on the list, so you go, that list sucks. I should have been on the list. And then, the list maker says, well, these are my reasons, so fuck you. And then they say, fuck you. And then you get a beer and you move on. But then instead of getting the beer and moved on, it went into some sort of group DM convo of people bitching about other stuff, about, favoritism or who is being put on by who and blah, 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 blah. Now, here's my 10 cents plus 2 and add in a couple Dogecoin on the situation. childish. Everybody childish. Look, my circle is a very small circle. It's the end of the Fortnite Battle Royale circle when there's like no one left and the storm has shrunk to nothing. That is my actual circle. And even then, I feel like a lot of trust has to exist to be hurt by something like this. And that's where Crypt gets wrecked. Is Crypt trusts people a lot more than I ever would. I don't put that kind of trust into people I never have. I fully expect anyone at any moment to one day decide I did something that pissed them off, and they will use anything that they have at their disposal to either trash talk me behind the scenes or hurt me. That is my assumption of everyone, including those in my inner circle. Therefore, I just don't allow certain things about myself that I would consider something that could be harmful to me to any extensive degree to ever be touched upon of anyone in these circles. And if I find out someone in my circles talking shit about me, I go, yeah, that checks out. But that I'm a bit different in that, I suppose. I don't take any of this kind of stuff personally. If someone was going behind my back and saying a bunch of shit that's not true about me, and there's someone who to my face is like, yeah, I fuck with you, all this, I'd be like, yeah, I expect that of humans. I've learned to expect that. All of the best friends and people I've had in my life have been experts at saying one thing to my face and then just completely thrashing me behind my back. So I think the whole situation on every end is blown out of proportion from my mind just because in my head I expect people to be this way. Here's the way I see that something like this should play out. Crypt makes a list. He obviously doesn't include a lot of people that may or may not deserve to be on the list. Those people take shots at Crypt. Crypt says, well, this was the list. If you don't like it, fuck you. And then they say, fuck you. And then they get a beer. And then nothing else happens. But instead, what you usually get in YouTube is Crypt makes a list. These people say they didn't like the list. Crypt, being like a genuine guy that doesn't want to hurt anybody, tries to justify his list way more than he should, which makes more people go at you because anytime you try to justify what you're doing to any additional extent, it just gives people more fuel to go at you. And then other people dogpile on, and then it just gets blown into personal things. And then when it all fizzles out in the public eye, the people who don't feel like they've gotten their just desserts stated yet go behind closed doors and keep venting. And then someone in that behind closed doors situation doesn't fuck with the vents and leaks it to the people that they're talking to, and more drama happens. That's what happens instead in the YouTube world. But what, for me, I'm like let's say if it was me. If I'm Crypt in this situation, I make a YouTube rapper tier list and I start getting tweets from people saying my tier list is trash because they weren't included. And then more and more people dogpile on. Do you know what my response is? Even if these are people I fuck with? Well, make your own damn list. Because that was mine. And you weren't on it this time. Maybe next time. I still fuck with you, though. And then guess what? 9 out of 10 people, the people who I interact with, they'd be like, all right, cool. And that would have been the end of it. That would be where it stops with me. The problem is, I think Crypt is too nice of a guy for it to stop there. And then it just escalates. Crypt is too nice of a guy to say, fuck you, it's my list. He's going to be the guy that offers the explanation why you're not on it. And then it should still end there. It should still end right there. But then people talk behind other people's backs. But now if it's me, let's say it didn't end there. If it's me, and then all of a sudden I'm getting screenshots of these DMs of people I fuck with who are trashing me behind my back. Again, I've got a unique perspective on this. My reaction's going to be, yeah, seems about right. They didn't think I'd ever see it. They're mad at me, so they're talking shit about me. Okay. And then I'd move on with my day. But I think it's important to understand that I am a very, callous, hardened person when it comes to other people. I don't talk about this a lot, but I have enough personality disorders to say I'm probably somewhere on, some of the special little spectrums and stuff like that. I'm sure it leaks out plenty in my content. So the way I engage with other people is a bit different. That comes both from life experience and just my own brain. So when I'm processing something like this, I would never take it any sort of personal way because I don't expose myself enough to be personally hurt by the people I've met around here. Like you'd have to go super AWOL, right? You'd have to be someone who we were friends, we were good, and then you just make it your life's mission in public just to say what kind of a shitty person I am all the time. That would be what it would take to actually get to me. And I'd be like, I can't believe I thought that we were good and you're doing this. But for me to just find out that you're talking shit behind my back, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. I expect a lot of the people I fuck with right now have probably and or continually do talk shit behind my back when they think I'm not going to see it. That's my expectation of people, though. I think I just have a different... Hey, Gats with the question. Wait, why am I answering you, Gats? You didn't answer me, you hoe. Gats is a 10 on how real Gats is. But so I guess I don't get offended when I find out someone's not real because I don't expect people to be real. I expect people to backtalk me. I expect people to do shitty things to me. That's what I expect of people, including the people I fuck with. But Crypt isn't that. Crypt is a guy that just he sees so much good in people that he fucks with. He is such a loving dude. When he looks at someone, he thinks this person's going to have my back the same way I'd have their back. Now, for him, that makes this kind of shit really sting. Because he would go to war for these people. Now, I would go to war for Crypt. For sure. And I'm not talking shit behind his back. But it's not going to surprise me when people do it to me. I appreciate that, Travis. Yeah, disagreements are allowed. So, yeah, again, this whole thing just everything in the YouTube scene. One of the reasons I don't fall into the YouTube rap scene a lot, what up, Dwayne, is because I just don't meld with that kind of an energy usually. I'm way too forward. So I've had a lot of people who off the jump just don't fuck with me because of how forward I am. I just tell you what I think, and that's what it is. Dizzy 8's a good example. I interacted with Dizzy 8 2 or 3 times, and I realized I really didn't like him. It's very rare I don't like someone, but I knew I didn't like that guy. And I just told him, I don't like you. And I made tracks where I did subliminal disses on him because I was like, I don't fuck with who you are as a person from what I've seen. And he tried to twist it a couple times, and then he tried to take it to DMs when he thought that I was starting something with him again when I wasn't. And so I literally tweeted tagging him instead of taking it to DMs where everyone could see us. And I tagged him. I said, let's get this out here again so everyone could see. I don't like you. That's all it is. It's not that I'm not going to fuck with anyone who likes you. I think you're a good musician. I don't care if my friends rock with you. I don't fuck with you. I don't like what I saw. I don't like my interactions. So I don't like you. And I put it on blast on Twitter where everyone could see. And a lot of people I like fuck with Dizzy 8. A lot. Gatsby fucks with Dizzy 8. And that's fine. I'm just a different kind of person. I don't do clicks. I have people on my collab album that's coming out probably next year. I have people who do not fuck with each other on different tracks, right? They're not on the same track, but they're on the same album. Because I fuck with all these people because I don't really... A lot of people expect so much from the people they fuck with, and it's just not how I am. I don't care if you like people I don't like. And I don't care if you end up talking shit behind my back. I don't expect that much out of people. I just don't expect that much. I assume people are not to be trusted and they're assholes. I think if you get to the level with me where I would be surprised. I wouldn't be like super surprised, but I'd be surprised if you talk shit about me and like try to make me feel bad behind my back. Then you'll probably be able to like come to my house or I'll go to yours. So my list of people in the YouTube scene who I feel highly enough that my threshold is, I think it would surprise me more than not if you went sideways behind my back. It's like 5 or 6 people. And that's not the amount of people who I talk to online on a regular basis either. I talk to a lot of people. Like, I talk to plenty. It doesn't mean I trust them. And again, to circle back, the reason that this kind of drama triggers a lot of the community is when it's directed at Crypt. And the reason when it's directed at Crypt, people get pissed isn't just because Crypt's done so much for the community. I think sometimes people just think that people rally behind Crypt because Crypt's put them on or put on so many people or established a lot of this underground YouTube rap community. That's not the only reason people like flock to defend Crypt when this shit happens. The main reason that people flock to defend Crypt when this shit happens is because they know the dude is way too big of a hearted dude. And so unlike someone like me, who basically looks at almost everyone I interact with online and say, I don't fucking trust you, so if you try to hurt me, it's not going to work. Crypt just thinks so highly of the people who he lets into his circle that it's like an eat too, Brutus, like betrayal, Julius Caesar style, when this shit happens, because he thinks these people respect and think of him as highly as he does of them. And it's a quality we don't want Crypt to lose because it's so rare and you can't teach that quality. You can't learn it. You just either are that way or you're not. And so I think a lot of us really flocked to protect that because it's so rare. It's one of the reasons that Crypt is at the center of so much of this community, and this community has grown so much because it's so rare that someone believes in other people at the expense of themselves so honestly. Like, Crypt legitimately looks out for people more than himself constantly and to a fault. And that is why when this shit happens, so many people get upset. Because for me, I said at the start of the stream, if it was me in this situation, someone's coming at me for a tier list and then talking behind my back, people who I rock with, 0 fucks would be given by me. And I doubt many people would care that it happened to me. We would just troll about it. But that's because I don't have that same connection with people that Crypt does, because I don't have that same heart. I don't trust people. I don't fuck with people in that genuine of a loving, I will die to protect you sort of way that Crypt does. It's just not who I am. But I think a lot of people get super confused why the armies rise up when someone goes at Crypt, especially someone or anyone who like forward-facingly fucks with Crypt. And what I've seen on this whole situation, I don't think anyone's done anything that's like super evil that I would no longer fuck with them, right? Nothing that I've seen, nothing that I've been shown would make me disavow the people involved in this latest YouTube Twitter drama. But it still makes me go, why are you doing that to Crypt? Like, why are you trying to put this guy on blast in group DMs? This dude's been nothing but good to everybody. Like, he's never done anything to deliberately slide someone. It's one thing to blast him in public because you didn't agree with something he did and to tell him to fuck off. But just to go behind someone's back like that for no reason. And a dude like Crypt, it's not good looks. It's not going to make me disavow you because, again, I don't trust anyone. But yeah. So, since we're taking the time to talk about all that, but the short version of the YouTube drama is people that fuck with Crypt talking about Crypt behind his back in rude, mean ways, and that's the short version, and it's leaking, and it's just been boiling over. Started with some people getting mad at Crypt because of his tier list, which that was nothing, because you have a right to be, you have a right to feel a certain way if you're excluded from a tier list. It doesn't mean that it matters, but no one should get mad at you because you feel a certain way if you're excluded. Right? No problem with that. But it got taken another step after that. The where it crossed the line is when you take this thing, quote unquote, behind closed doors. Obviously, someone in that group didn't fuck with what was being said as much as everyone else because they leaked it. When you go through all that trouble to dog on someone who hasn't done anything to you, like if you want to just go into a private DM and just talk for days and days about how shitty the tier list was because Twitter got bored of it, go for it. But you start taking shots at the guy's intentions, motivation, and character. Like I said, I'm not going to disavow you for it. But that's bad looks. Bad looks. But here's the thing. When it comes to me as the masked person on YouTube, one thing that I'll always have on most people is what you see is what you fucking get. And I don't back down from my opinions. If I felt a certain way about not being on a tier list, which I don't because I just don't care, I would say it. And if someone didn't fuck with me saying it, I'd say fuck off. And I'd grab a beer with them later. I said earlier in this stream, my album, I've got collabs with a bunch of different people from this scene who don't like each other on different songs. And I don't give a fuck. I'm not here for all that. I don't play that. There have been people who have tried to start drama with me. And I don't fuck with it. Because I haven't done anything to deserve that kind of drama from them. And I don't intend to, because I'm not picking fights out here. Knox Hill's a good example. Knox Hill tried to start shit with me because he thought I was being very disrespectful, which from his vantage point, what he was shown, it would come off that way. So my response was making a joke video in reply, which was also layered in enough nuance that I knew he would know what kind of a person I was. And ever since then, Knox and I have been good. We've done projects together. We have more projects coming out. I know a lot of people don't fuck with Knox. A lot of people I fuck with don't fuck with Knox. And I get why. He's done some dumb shit. He'll tell you he's done dumb shit. And because I'm the kind of guy that I'm like, I'm not going to trust you that well, anybody. I'm going to get along with you. I just don't care. I'm not here to have all this drama and beef with people. It's corny. Diss tracks for me are for fun or for sport. Flexing and shit. Like, that's just how I am. I don't need to have... I don't get up in my feelings over shit. But I do get mad when people go at someone for no reason, but I'm not going to stay twisted over it. I'm just going to talk about it right now with you guys. I'm just giving you guys my perspective. I'm not telling you what to think or who to be mad at, so I'm not dropping any names either. I'm just telling you my thoughts on it because it's a curious topic. It's fun to discuss. It's not something I talk about very often. I usually just stay the fuck out of it. So, you know, Gatsby did it and it seemed like a fun topic. There was a $5 super chat. I don't see a message with it, but thank you. See ya, Dwayne. I mentioned Knox, and Dwayne's like, fuck, I'm out. So yeah, I'm not here to start drama or move the drama. The only name I'm dropping is Crypt because everyone knows he's at the fucking center of it. But I don't know. I've never really felt like part of the YouTube rap scene. When I kind of invited myself to the cookout, I was really surprised I actually got the green light to come. And I was like, all right, I guess I'm in Crypt's circle at least. But I've never really tried to be part of the YouTube rap scene directly very often, and that's had a lot to do with just all of this that constantly surrounds it. Blaze, Crypt is the GOAT for everything that he has ever done. He's just genuine human being overall. There, I finally got to read it. Yes, I agree. So yeah, that's my, like I said, earlier in the stream I said I was going to give you 10 cents plus 2 and a few Dogecoin thrown in, so clearly I've lived up to that. But yeah, I'm just I'm on YouTube to do my own thing. I like rapping, I like doing other music, I like doing reactions. I'm building my own community, and we have a lot of people that come in and out from other communities, and that's great. And I rock with a lot of people in the YouTube rap community. I consider a lot of them friends. I don't like when people do stuff sideways at Crypt because he doesn't deserve any of it. He's as real as they come. And just, those are my general thoughts. Tonight, in a little bit, it's Cinco de Mayo, so we're going to get blitzed. I bought tequila. So show up for that, and we'll have a good time. But I think that's all I'm going to say on the matter. I'm just going to end up repeating myself at this point. I appreciate you all for stopping by for the tasty drama. And hopefully I'll see some of y'all tonight for some video game and alcohol madness. Face reveals at 100,000 subscribers, which will also include my all collab album. Donating Doge for shots. I have a Doge wallet address. You could throw Doge coins my way. I'll do it. Will this stream stay up? Yeah, I'll leave this stream up. I'll leave the video on demand of this one. So I'll see you guys later tonight, hopefully. Until next time, I scheme, you scheme, we all scheme for ice cream. Thanks for hanging out. Bye!